road trip time. See, I thought, right, that once the kids left for university, that my taxi service days were over. But that is not the case, my friend. Not the case at all. Anyway, the question that I shall be contemplating on the drive here is about context again. So what's the context to which I live my life back by? What is the context that we live our lives by?
You know the day destroys the night, night divides the day. Turn to blind, try to hide, break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other.
I didn't say where I was going. I'm headed to Birmingham University to pick up my daughter. So this idea about context is just it's a conversation I've been having ongoing with my friend Tamrin for a couple of weeks now, but it occurred to me this morning that am I creating content now? Because I've been creating content, I've been blogging since 2000, and have I been creating content so much and so focused on creating content that I've forgotten the reason why I'm creating content? So I'm just making content and I've lost track of the reason. And check it out. The big university student. What you got there, man?
Huh?
What you got there? That's a big bag.
Not my fault.
Huh? That's a big bag. Here, you take the camera.
I've got all these
Point it towards me.
Christmas presents
Christmas presents.
taking up space.
Yeah, okay, well that's cool. So yes, I thought that when you left university that was it for me, man. That I was done. I didn't
No.
realise I was still going to be a taxi service.
You have to keep coming back every term.
Still a taxi service, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, well you remember this when I get old. And you'll be my taxi service. Sweet. How is uni been?
It's good.
Yeah?
Not wet. I just finished my last assignment.
Yeah?
Gonna hand it in today.
Awesome, good. So big college, the university student now, huh? Yeah, good.
That's
Sensitive.
horribly delicate.
And this made me think about community and what community do I serve? And community can be based around any number of factors. It can be based around interest. It can be based around you've got some particular common cause that you are fighting for, and that kind of unites you together. Or you've had some sort of tragedy that happens that brings a community of people that same thing has happened to, but you congregate as a community, and then within that community you can cover the same subsections of things that everybody else does. So like I probably consider myself very much a generalist. I mean, I don't belong to a particular community, but lots of communities, and as such, as a generalist, as a complete generalist, there, from my content producing aspect, there isn't necessarily perhaps a strong thing for a community to rally around, apart from it being just about me and building a relationship with different people. And so our community, if that's the right word, is just is the wrong word. It's based off of a relationship. And what I'm trying to get to the bottom of is that I very much want to create a community. And I've got this added component for me, I think, because the internet isn't just a place where I just go to hang out socially and keep up with my friends. It's a place also for where I conduct my business. And that made me think about 3 circles. The one circle being work, another circle being community, and then the third circle being passion. And so what I'm trying to do here now is make those 3 circles into a Venn diagram. So there must be some overlap somewhere between those 3 circles, so you can bring your work, your passion, and your community together. I think that's the what do they call that? That's the golden fleece, is it? Yeah, that's the golden fleece. So this week I've been talking about this idea of us all being media companies. On the podcast I talked about this with Tamron. Have a listen to that. I'll post a link to it down below. But if we are, in fact, the media companies, because all our attention is on the phones, right? You know, what are you doing? We're scrolling, blip, 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 scrolling. And we're putting out this constant content. So in the past, you would have turned to radio, TV, some magazines and that sort of thing. But now people's attention is increasingly on the internet. Here's the thing, right? We're posting like crazy mad. Like never before, right? So I think we started out where it was just, sharing a few pics and things with family that you couldn't be with. So now we're posting things about news, we're posting pictures, we're posting about our food. I mean, everything is centered around this capture and then post, capture, post, capture, post, share your ideas, share your opinions. So in essence, we become little mini magazines, right? And this is where, I guess, to bring this full circle, where, I'm contemplating this question around what is your context. So if you were a magazine, what would be the theme or the main thing that your magazine is about, and what slant would your magazine have? So are you left magazine, you're right, or center, or are you pop culture, or are you serious thought? You'd have some kind of angle, some kind of context, and that is what I've been exploring over the last 2 weeks. What is this context for me in relationship to the fact that I'm trying to line those 3 circles up and also be social and keep in contact with family and friends and all of that blending onto the same arena? How do you keep that separate? Do you keep that as separate? I know people that have multiple accounts and try and maintain life that way, but that gets quite complicated in itself, having a business account, a personal account, several different business accounts, several different personal accounts, all in this idea about niching or streamlining or developing these different audiences, where I very much have a feel of having an audience as opposed to these multiple audience. So what's your take? What's your thoughts? What would you say? One, what is your context, and what do you think about your context, and what are you putting out? And then just the shape of things, and this idea about us all being media companies, for that matter, whether you're doing a business or not. I'm sure when you take a picture, you are doing some kind of editing, if not editing by discarding, or doing some filters, or doing something to make it look a little bit more presentable because of your imagined viewer that you imagine and the people on the other end are going to see this thing. So anyway, give me a shout about that. So you know, I like the dialogue. So if you do like this video, please like and share. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. And also for my Facebook page, you can invite your friends to like the Soul Cruiser Facebook page so I can grow, so I can become this media empire.